Yeah, that was boy, that ball jumped out of here. But he had good at-bats all night. A lot of good at-bats, really, by our offense all night. I thought, from first pitch on, I thought we did a good job. Falling behind after getting the lead, the guys just rallied. It was really impressive to watch them on the bench and not lose any confidence and just kept going out there and playing, which is the key, to play hard 9 innings every night, and it paid off tonight.
Shelby looked so good for 9 batters and then struggled a little bit.
Yeah, there's no doubt. I mean, the first time through, boy, it was really impressive. Mid-high 90s fastball, up to 96 I saw, 97 at times. So, you know what? I've said this over and over about the Rockies. Their offensive, that lineup, especially the first 4 or 5, are as good as anybody in baseball, and they make adjustments, just like our guys did. And they got on top of the fastball. There was a lot of high fastballs that most guys can't get on top of, that they were getting on top of and hitting very hard. So he started mixing his curveball. When things started to go bad, I think he got a curveball strikeout there to get out of 1 inning. It's tough to give up the runs, but it was good to see his arm was working well. And come back next time and hopefully limit the damage a little bit. Yeah, it was. I think that's probably the kind of what I was talking about. The tough strikeouts. I think 3 strikeouts, and then he gets up there and he gets 3-0. Sees a 3-0 pitch first strike, and really did a nice job of staying up the middle, and that was a long way again. So very impressive. Just keep the focus for a young guy and not to panic. That was really, really impressive.
Do you think it's frustrating for Shelby to not find that consistency or get a result for reward?
Yes, I think he's very frustrated. He's working hard. I know as soon as we told him he was out of the game, he was looking at the pitches. He was frustrated, and just like any other player, he wants to win badly. He wants to be the guy out there doing it. So I know it's going to come. It's getting there.
Drury seems like he's swung the bat really well.
Yeah, he's getting a lot more playing time. Consistent. Really, we've almost got him to 400 at bats, but really not been a consistent player. So of late, he's been playing pretty consistently, whether it's left or third or second. He's been getting in there, and his at-bats are becoming better and better.
Other than the double, Huddy was able to close him down.
Yeah, that was good. And, I think up in Denver, he struck out Gonzalez to end the game, and he did it with a changeup, and he threw a changeup there, and he got it off the end of the bat right down the right field line. But, no, he was very impressive. His fastball was really lively tonight, so he used that and used his slider.
Well, a game like this, you kind of joke around and think, did they substitute the wooden bats for aluminum bats?
Well, we've had a few games like that, whether it's here in Phoenix or up in Denver. We've had quite a few that you're not sure what kind of bats we're using.
What do you think of Yasmani's bats in general, not just the home run?
Yeah, I was just saying, I said earlier that I felt like the whole night he was locked in. Really, really good at bats, using the whole field. Of course, the home run was to right field, which was really impressive. But, just continues to get better. And that's what we talked about. I thought Jake Lamb did a good job. And we want those guys to close strong and have good years and really good feeling about this.
Along those lines, I know you've talked a lot about Brandon and recently what he's been able to do, but what stands out to you in his at-bats?
Well, he's just getting the barrel on the ball, Kate. I mean, there's some swings in the at-bat that you're kind of like, what's he doing? What's he looking for? And he makes the adjustments and is able, especially with 2 strikes, to shorten up. And he's so strong. If he just barrels the ball, it's going to get out of the ballpark. And I think as he gets older and more experienced in this league, he's going to understand that he can do that from pitch number 1.
Did you see Yasmani being able to, right now, the leader in home runs for the team?
Right. You know what? Last year there was a lot of growing that went on. Do we think was going to be a big home run guy? We thought he was more gap to gap, but he in BP exhibits more power than anybody. He hits it farther. I mean, we got some big guys in Pete O'Brien now and Jensen up here who kind of match him. But most of the year he's hitting balls way up on that at batter's eye during batting practice. So he has it in him. I didn't think it would come this quickly. Right. Not really. I mean, he was frustrated last year at times. and frustrated at home earlier this season. But I've said this from day one. This is a guy who's had a great attitude, a big smile on his face, and wants to learn. He's always with Dave McKay with the throwing in the outfield and positioning, with Mags now in the hitting in the cage. So he's always had a great demeanor about him.